Everybody. So I'm over here just admiring nature. I can't do the video in the garage because my little brothers are outside, so they'd ruin it. Because more than likely they would get curious to check up on me and would leave me alone. So I'm doing it over here. Nice weather we're having, and of course it's on a 30-degree day after 3 straight days of 70-degree weather. But I'm going to need to talk about the two big things that happened. Now I'll be talking about what happened at NFL free agency in a future video. I'll have to make a whole separate video about the Browns free agency moves because I don't really feel like talking about it. But the big news is the funniest sports day, or should I say the funniest sports night, happened, and it was Maxx Crosby trade to the Ravens. Ravens backed out. And then Bam Adebayo, of all people, Bam Adebayo scored 83 points. Back-to-back nukes dropped on the sports world. Now let's talk about the Maxx Crosby thing, which I will say, given how yesterday went, given how the whole talk went, this is some of the funniest shit that I have ever seen. It's possibly the craziest NFL. It is the craziest NFL news that I have ever seen in my life, because this trade had been in for 3 nights. This trade was made on Friday night, and it was made, and it went through on Saturday, it went through on Sunday, and then went through on Monday night. No, it was 4 nights. It was 4 nights, actually. That's crazy. It went by 3 nights. 4 nights, technically. And then they pulled the plug on it right before free agency was supposed to officially start and for this to actually happen. And, dude, it's crazy. Because the Ravens knew what they were doing. They thought Trey Hendrickson wasn't on the board. And then they realized, oh, we could just, back out of this deal. We could keep our 2 firsts, and we could get Trey Hendrickson, right? And that's exactly what they did. But, dude, this is the most unshady. This was not a good cover-up in all fronts. Maybe during maybe this was during the 90s and 2000s, they would have gotten away with it. But no, you're in the social media golden age. Everybody knows what these teams are built on. And guess what happens? And you know what's funny? They said that the trade didn't go through because of a physical. So what does the Ravens general manager do when he has a press conference talking about why the Maxx Crosby trade didn't go through? We just signed Trey Hendrickson for absolutely no reason. We were trying to pair him up, but what did he say about the Maxx Crosby trade? Oh, he didn't even mention the fucking physical at all. He couldn't even cover his tracks right. This guy's a dumbass. And this is their 3rd go at it of this shady shit. I mean, the Ravens owner already sounds like a mob boss, so maybe I should have been expecting this. But it's crazy, man. They really do deserve to lose a 1st-round pick for this. They really do. But that's not going to happen. That is not going to happen at all, sadly. But it is what it is. And, Raiders, and now Maxx Crosby is going to stay as a Raider, which, given their new additions to the defense, they got Linderbaum, which is the funniest fucking thing that I have ever seen. Because not only did the Raiders just give them Maxx Crosby, they then took their best center, their all-pro center, with that. They truly fleeced them, and then the Ravens just backed out of it. So, yeah, man, it's just insane. And what I will say is, Ravens, they'll always be inherently the Browns, and they've proved that. I'll probably have to talk about this more in future time because it is cold as fuck right now. Yeah, the sun is shining down on me. Well, kind of not because it's behind the tree, but you know. But and then we got Bam Adebayo, who scored 83 points. Now, sure. Oh man, sure it was against the Wizards. Sure he had like 43 free throws or some crazy shit, but at the end of the day, Kobe stands were going crazy. Ice Cube's son crashed down on Twitter. I mean, it was surely a time to be alive. And what I will say about this, I am not as big on the free throws because I am not a Kobe stan, and we all know what happened on a night in Denver, Colorado in 2003. But, you know, like, I'm not big on the free throw thing. Like, good for Bam, honestly, because he dominated. Like, you could say, like, oh, he shouldn't have. This is unethical basketball. All right, is 30 points in the first quarter unethical? Let me ask you that. Like, dude, 30 points in one quarter. What is the most points that has ever been scored in one quarter? Now, surely it's more because people weren't as crazy about it. But still, Bam Adebayo scored 30 points in the first quarter. Then he scored 13 points in the second quarter, and then got himself the new record, and he passed Kobe. And people are not happy about it. And it's like, get over it, man. Like, honest to God. Like, I was like, that's a bit of crazy about free throws, I'm not gonna lie. But it's like I have no reason to hate on the guy. I really don't. I mean, so like, good for Bam. Now the question is, will he be a Hall of Famer like Wilt and Kobe? And he might be. He got a shot. If he gets like Defensive Player of the Year, gets a finals or whatever, he's a good shot of getting in there. But we'll see. That's it, pretty much. Yes, that's it. I almost dropped my phone. Goddamn. Peace out. Bye.